Chad is a country in the central part of Africa. It's a place that many people may not know about. It is not a popular vacation spot, and it doesn't have some of the attractions of other African countries, like waterfalls and safaris. But beauty can be found in its people. People in Chad have a hard life. Most people here live on $1 a day. Many survive just on what they're able to grow. It's often hard for them to find good food or stay clean, and diseases like malaria are major problems, especially for children. Olen and Danae Netteburg serve as missionary doctors at the Berry Adventist Hospital in southwestern Chad. Set on a quiet, dusty road, it doesn't look like the hospitals you're used to seeing, but it is the only hospital in the area and serves more than 200,000 people. The hospital campus is always busy. Not only are all of the beds generally full, but the courtyard serves as a home away from home for family members of patients who stay to help care for their relatives. Unlike hospitals in other parts of the world, here the family must help cook and take care of patients while they are in the hospital. A constant stream of people needing surgery keeps the operating room busy. And you'll hear the occasional cry of a newborn baby. The Berry Hospital helps a lot of people in this area of the country, but its buildings aren't the best. The operating rooms aren't very clean, and the rooms where women have their babies are very dark. And they don't have enough room for all the sick people who need help. When they run out of rooms, people have to lay out in the courtyard. The hospital reached out to Maranatha for help in improving their campus. Although most of the work Maranatha does is building churches, schools, or water wells, occasionally we will help with different types of projects, like a hospital. Constructing the buildings would require a team of adventurous workers. 14 Maranatha volunteers from the United States, Canada, and Korea landed in Chad to help the hospital by constructing better buildings. There were no hotels or places to stay, so they camped in tents. When they took a tour of the hospital, they realized how important their work was.
I will never complain about hospitals when I go back home. It was just, I couldn't quit shaking my head when I walked around. Like, the wards were so dark you could not even see the people in there. I don't even know how they could see to operate. The things that we take so much for granted, they don't even have what we think are the basic things.
The volunteers worked hard, and buildings began to rise out of the ground at record speed. New buildings include a spacious operating room, a new maternity wing, and 2 buildings with private rooms for patients. Volunteers also constructed several houses for volunteers and missionaries so they will have a safe place to live on the hospital campus. The work the volunteers did will impact the lives of thousands of people in Chad. But the experience impacted them as well.
It's so easy in North America to get whatever you need, right? It's whenever you want something, you need something, you just go and buy it. Whereas I feel like when we're here, the only thing you can do is pray for a miracle. And when that happens, it's just such a big faith builder for me.
This project is just the beginning of a new start for the Berry Hospital.
What just makes it that more of a shining example of a church that's out serving God from the medical standpoint as well as from the evangelistic standpoint. So it opens up a lot of doors, it opens up a lot of peoples who we wouldn't otherwise be able to witness to.